The person that they're holding was preaching against this incessant killing by the Maludas in our forests, in our lands, and in the whole Nigeria. And that is why they went as far as Kenya to kidnap and rendition him back to Nigeria. And I want to also let the world know that for that singular act of terrorism that the Nigerian state has carried out has not given them any power in the law to try him. Now, the world may say, oh, some countries may say, oh, it is not our business, it is not within our space, it is not within our duty to get involved in whatever happens to Nigeria. And if that be the case, then you people should forever remain silent. Why we defend our land this last time? Because you cannot say it is not your business. And then when we pick up firearms to kill people that are coming to kill us, which is enshrined in your constitution as a self-defense, and then you come to arrest and subjugate us to all manner of intimidation, you know, and this is very bad, very, very bad indeed. So the world must be at alert that we are fighting for our rights and for our lives. Can you imagine? Biafrans, I want you to look back and see what Mazi Simon Ekpa defended us from. Immediately Mazi Nandekano was kidnapped. I want you people to look back and see what this man defended Biafrans from. If you don't see that man as a hero, if you don't see him as a supreme leader, one of the the second supreme leader, our first supreme leader is Mazi Nandekano. If you don't see him as a legendary, if you don't see him as a gladiator, one man, if you don't see that one man as a gladiator, then I think that you need to go for what they call psychiatrical evaluation, because there is something wrong with your thinking and your faculty and your humanity. There is something wrong with that, because now you have seen the vacuum of our prime minister. Now people are seeing it. Now that's parts when our prime minister was defending his land, his people, with genuity, with love, with passion, and all of that. Those people that were spitting against him or spitting out on him, today they are nowhere to be found. They have done the damage and they have absconded. And this is why people like Drake, people like Sir Warrior or Sir White, Sir Williams, I mean to say, sorry about that, and other good morning, boss, and other meaning well Biafrans stood up to fight this call. You can get through. Just a sec.
Okay, while we are waiting for Rosie, my people, I will keep on saying it again.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, man. I just had to use my key, my cards to, because some of these people, they are stars here, but they don't have their key cards, you know. They're just, for some time, they're under contract. So anyways, today, this man has been able to prove a point to the world. So if you must judge, if you must crucify him, you must come with evidence that your country is in peace after his, let's just call it, let me use the word purported arrest. You must come to prove that since Simon Ekpa was taken away, that state has been calm. You must prove to these people that since you took Simon Ekpa away, that city has been the most peaceful city and state since his removal. And I want to tell Biafrans to be laser focused on what is coming very soon, because you see, we in the international world knows exactly what is coming to Nigeria, and we're very happy. And I'm going to say here for the first time that Nigeria can never escape Biafra this time around, because they have never won us before. They have never won us. They didn't win us in the war. They didn't win us by using food blockade. They didn't win us by politics. Just one man has smarted the whole country. Why? Because there are no people in that scene, in that society that are sane, that says the truth. In that country, it's full of corruption. So that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was able to defeat Nigerian government. That is why Mazi Simon Ekpa was able to defeat Nigerian government and really declared Biafra on the 29th of November 2024. And today we are a full-blooded nation. And I want to tell Biafrans to stand strong. No matter what you are saying, say it with your full chest. I don't fidget. I'm not scared. And I think what I'm doing is really affecting the Nigerian state, and because I say it the way it is, I don't sugarcoat it, because they went as far as Kenya to kidnap a man who has done nothing wrong, and they came as far as Finland to come and submit evidences, documentations that they cannot come and defend. You know, there is one thing of accusing a person, and there is another thing of standing to prove beyond reasonable doubt that all your accusations are truth. But up to today, do you know that Nigeria, and then the time is going. So, Biafrans, don't be surprised that Nigerians will come up with a lot of cooked up story. Hey, Mazi Simon Ekpa, before they were saying, before we started coming out to debunk their lies, they said, oh, Mazi Simon Ekpa is in one of the most secure prison in the world, in Finland, that where he is now, he can't even lift up his head, he's only looking down. You know, the way they twisted the narrative with you know, people that love this man so much, yeah?
Say that it should be extradited. That just way smaller.
What Musa said was that we have submitted. Yeah, we have submitted. No. See, the first thing he said, we have submitted documents to prove our case, and we know very soon the right thing will be done. Then the second time he said, oh, evidences have been submitted against him, and we are very optimistic that he will soon be extradited. I mean, and you see, one thing that these people don't know is that, okay, when this extradition failed, then they now said, okay, because there are no evidences to back up your claim substantially. Now, because I was reading all through the media, because Simon Ekpa is not a fly that you can just smack with two hands and nobody will see it. You understand? Simon Ekpa ranks to be one of the most vibrant politician in this country. So you see, when he was there, the media was actually boosting his morale and boosting our morale while we are here. And that's why you could see a lot of our people coming out to tell you, no, it's not going to be done this way. And Nigerians kept pushing that narrative, so that why Musa was doing that was so that Biafrans that are listening, Biafrans that was standing with Simon Ekpa will run away. Anything that had to do with this declaration, everybody will be on their feet. And that's why this Ugwele and Nicole now said, that the way things are going up. You see, they wanted to inject this fear in every genuine Biafrans, so that we will be demoralized. When the ship, the owner of the ship is being arrested or kidnapped or destroyed or killed. Now, what happens to the flocks? The war scatter. That was their That was their plan, and that was their assumption. And now, when Ogenkere said, "Hey, they are arresting people in Finland," I think people forgot him. Biafrans, they are just looking at me like this. That was why Ogenkere then pushed out the narrative. They are arresting people. No, people should not travel to Finland. Oh boy! And before this thing started happening, Agoma is already in Finland. Okay, carry them, hey, nobody should go. In fact, if PM is not there, we're not coming home. They are arrested. This Finland police, a lot of narratives were pushed out. A lot of things, they were sending wrong narrative. So Muta was clapping. People were happy because, Nigerian terrorist government was happy because, finally, Ekpa is no more. Ekpa is no more in the scene. And they knew what they were planning, because this is a country who will always give you opportunity to provide your evidence. If you tell Finland that your evidence should be ready in 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, thank God they even said 6 months. 6 months is going to end next month, right? And it will be within 16th, either 16th or 17th, everything will be over. Now, but before then, this month, Nigeria will be hearing it from the right source. Now, these were the narrative that Musa, these terrorist government officials were pushing out so that Biafrans will be scared, so that anything Biafra, you would hear it. That is the declaration. So they were so surprised to finally see that that same Finland, people are there. That same 29th, people are seated. But they didn't know it because it was a decoy. Be like, see, one spirit just the enter me like this. It was a decoy. This woman, it was a decoy for her to have said, okay, we've gotten here. We would not quit. Of course. Now, all documents was ready because why did Ngozi Orabweze, one thing Biafrans must be asking, why did Ngozi Orabweze, make I call her the way Ogikiri they used to call her, why did Ngozi Orabweze go to Finland before the declaration? What did she, what documents was she having? What did she discuss with our PM? What did the Finnish police tell her? What did the people holding her tell her? What was the agreement? What was the narratives? Because something happened before the scene. Something happened. Ngozi Orabweze didn't just go and sit down in Finland. Oh, okay, let's on this 29 reach. No. She didn't go there. She went there to gather some information. Do you know if assumption, this is from my own assumption, I'm not saying this is what happened. Biafran, this is, for the second time I'm saying assumption. Now, my assumption was, do you know if it's this prime minister that said, declare this state today on the 29th, declare it today. Don't wait till that day. So how come did Ngozi smartly brought the documentations, did everything that day, every other day? If you want to blow up the building, that's your problem. Why did she do so? Have you ever sat down to reevaluate your conscience, to think back, to think outside the box, and ask yourself, how was Ngozi Orabweze able, our deputy prime minister, to do this? How was she able to do that? Documents were ready, handed over. When did the prime minister hand over the documents to her? Because officially, every document for that declaration was under prime minister. Every document, because prime minister believes I am the one to, declare this state. Are you seeing the game? Because even they run out, so how did she get the document? Did she now go to where they locked prime minister, jailed him, they put chain in his neck, put chain in his hand, now stretched him and put him in a confined space? Now the place that he cannot talk, he cannot do anything. So is it that the prime minister Orabweze went to manufacture the document of that declaration from our own catalog? Come on, let's not be stupid. When we are thinking, we think far ahead. This man was restricted and was told, yes, we are going to do this, but Prime Minister of Biafran government in exile, you are going to go in for 6 months. And after 6 months, we will come out and tell the world we didn't find anything against you, and your agitation continues. Or rather, we're no more in agitation, I'm sorry to use that language. Then you can go and govern or you rule your people as you may wish. Because respectively, a sovereign nation is always a sovereign nation. These people understand what freedom fighting means. Freedom is not gotten like a piece of cake. Let me use the words of the terrorist president of Nigeria, the drug lord Apasino. Freedom is not served a la carte in a restaurant. You have to grab it, snatch it, and run with it. So it is what has happened. And I'm guessing it's right because the whole document was submitted by our prime minister to her deputy prime minister because our prime minister knew what was coming. Before time, he didn't take him unawares. Our prime minister knew this was going to happen. He never took him unawares. He knows what was coming. Our prime minister knew what was coming. He knows. So definitely, if they say, okay, our prime minister will remain there till December, December will definitely come. And when that day is come close, what are you going to do? Without any evidence. And so they didn't see it coming. They thought by now everybody would have been destroyed. Simon Ekpa would have been brought back to Nigeria so that they will jail him without any trial, because this is who they are. But where they failed was that there was no evidence of the incitement. There was no evidence of the terrorism. That was where they failed. Because if you give me evidence that this man has been destroying my country, staying in another man's land, and the evidences are there, the evidences are overwhelming. There is nothing that will make me not prosecute you, jail you here. And after jailing, it is now dependent whether we will have a bilateral agreement to deport you back to your home country and to go and serve your punishment, which is never under the UN Constitution. EU, I mean to say, not UN. EU Constitution, it's not there. So when they are lying, pushing out this lie, the people that buys it the most are the, when you are looking for visa, wait, let me tell you these things the way it works. Yeah, when you are looking for visa to leave Nigeria, because Nigeria is a very terrible country. If one agent comes to tell you, that country, the Canada, they go now, and the only thing you need to bring is 500,000 and your passport, to bring it, your visa will be granted. And it's a lie, because guy, you didn't go through the normal procedure. Then this man is telling you there is a visa process somewhere, Canada, just like that, 500K. You said you know go reason now. But because you are eager to leave Nigeria, you will do everything without even any question, asking questions. You understand? That is what has happened in this Mazi Simon Ekpa's case. That is what exactly has happened. People thought, Musa thought, okay, since Simon Ekpa has been arrested according to him, then what will now happen is that, okay, with the narrative that we are pushing, and let us use the media to back our claims up, that the Finnish authority will do the needful by extraditing him back to Nigeria, because we have promised to give them oil for 60 years. Because there was an agreement that they might have reached before they bring Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. So if Simon Ekpa was not extradited to Nigeria, that means that agreement failed. That's what I want you people to understand. Secondly, being that Simon Ekpa remains an EU citizen, he has to pass through the protocols of subjecting him into courts, going through the details of what Nigerian government has sent with what is currently happening at that moment, and try to see if what they have pushed out against him is true, investigate, do their forensic analysis and investigation, and at the end of the day, if Simon Ekpa is found guilty, my prime minister is found guilty, he's going to jail. And he cannot serve that jail term in Nigeria. He will serve it here, because this was where the crime was committed. The whole crime was carried out from here. The whole plans of the crime was committed from here. And at the end of the day, the country that the crime was committed against will now have Simon Ekpa in their custody to be detained and to be punished. Good morning, sirs. Good morning. Yeah, good. So this is what was applicable. Now, because Nigeria government was not able to prove a case, because they were not able to prove what Mazi Simon Ekpa was doing, that was how they lost their face to come to Finland. And I believe you me. This thing, oh my God, I don't want, because dear friends, as I talk, I know they understand what I talk. I understand that you don't understand where I'm coming from. I know you people are not clicking, they're not clicking.
I say that if Musa is now, if he brings evidence to Finland, he may likely not come back until everything is being settled.
Oh God, there is God. Drake. If Musa come to this country now and say, oh, well, these are the evidences that, because what evidences they are submitting is via their embassy and internet, right? Now, so after submitting evidence, you need to come and stand for the defense. You cannot be an accused person and send a lawyer to go and fight without you being without the accused being there. So now, if Musa comes to this country today, now he is the person who was there when the crime was committed. He is the person who pushed out this narrative that Finland is a sovereign nation, and Finland allowed another citizen of another country to stay in their sovereign nation in a quiet place, in a calm environment, to start disturbing a sovereign nation, which is Nigeria. So Musa will have to prove that thing that he said. Because see, we are not illiterate. We are not daft. So if Musa comes here, Musa can no longer go back until that last day the case is proven. And if Musa is found not telling the truth, he will be jailed. He will be jailed because this is either he's jailed or they fine them over $100 million for wrong accusation and for wrong, should I say, let me use the word detention of an innocent citizen who was just carrying out his constitutional rights against the laws of the land. So Musa knows that what they are saying to the Finnish authority is a lie, and that is why they want him. They don't want Finland to checkmate him. That is the reason why Musa said, bring him home, bring him. So the narrative that they always use the media to push is that Ekpa is causing unrest in Nigeria, that Ekpa needs to be extradited to come and face his crimes. You can never see them to say, oh, let Finland try Ekpa and we'll provide evidences that will nail him there. And we are going to give these people more evidence. You can't see them see that. You can't. Because all they are pushing, they think Finland is daft. All they are pushing, and they think Finland is as corrupt as any other country is. All they were doing was, let us push this narrative via media. That's why you could see Musa going for interviews. Simon Ekpa will soon be extradited upon all our documentation that we have submitted to Finland. We are very positive or optimistic that all this whole thing were just crafted to make Musa and Nigerian government look innocent. That Simon Ekpa was actually fighting them for no reason, causing insecurity for no reason. This was their assumptions. And today, this same Musa is nowhere to be found. Today, why are they no more talking about evidences that they are bringing or Ekpa coming to Nigeria? Today, what they are saying is, I was on the Ugochukwu's live this thing yesterday, and what a man was saying that anybody that takes Ekpa serious is not a human being. That man destroyed the Southeast. And I asked, and that man destroyed the Southeast, and that man sit at home, and people are no longer going to school. And they did not state the reason why some people are no more going to school. So Ekpa is the one who is saying that people should no longer go to school on Monday and Friday. It is not the Fulanis that has ransacking their villages. It is not the Fulanis who goes to school to kidnap. It is now Ekpa. You see, what the media does, what this Tinubu's media does, is to push out wrong narrative about an ethnicity so that the world will look at these people as the bad ones. And this is what they have been doing on time immemorial. This is what they've been doing. So I put it to Musa that if Musa knows that what he's saying is sure and he has concrete evidence against the upsurge that is happening, that Simon Ekpa has caused in the Southeast. Good morning, sir. Let him come. Good morning, sir. Let him come to Finland to prove that case. They can't. They cannot. And I beat my chest to that. They can never come because I know them very well. Thank you. I can see someone's hands up. So let me allow the person to, because if I continue to go, I'll continue to go. Thank you.
Prepare, protect yourself. Self-defense again. Anyway, fellow Biafrans, we are 5th of April is our another fundraising for the government.
I expect to see us there. While we warm up and fancy our seat belts. We are fancying our seat belts for 30th May. 30th May, I have said it before. 30th May, even Zuga Majiji. Actually, they thought that they have disorganized us with that criminal law can carry. Mishika Kalawanza Tropo. Lots of vitamin C to them to share. We are coming after that day. We have door brain in Biafra land. We have smart ones. The ones that we always like to see proof before. The same thing happened during the time of our PM. That is how they are castigating him all over the world, all over the places, blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, he used results to prove it to them. Said everybody turn. We never know that those people that have been fighting against him. Hey, Shiarecha, Makutushadime, or for that Ripona shoe. Na ta Sheba na eri. If someone that told you that he is fighting for Biafra will come and brag on social media that nobody will get Igbe Butus again, that Igbe Butus are change number. The number they are holding is the old number. He purposely tell them to stop work to prove a point. All our support, all you say, I'll stop the men on ground now to prove a point. You turn around, happen when they stop work because they feel that all have a contact. Now you are fighting someone that are being supportive. The person that even declared, you first of all ask your question where this thing started. Based on the history, these are the same people that they voted against not to declare. These are the same people that brought fake news that PM said that they should postpone the event until he comes out. The people of DOS, we have to wait. When Mazen and the Kalo come out, we'll start from where we start. Who does that? Mazen and the Kalo, or Biafra property. According to P2B, P2B is the Zik of 21st century. Now they are telling you that PM said that we should postpone it. You are there on your very eye. Thank God for who made that video. You know what thing about this Biafra thing is that whenever things are happening, one will surely use someone to show the world what is happening. He declared Biafra. He declared Biafra on the 29th. I was watching it. I was like, oh, is it the day? I was so happy I shedded tears while watching it on television. They don't get presently. They can really because they never expected it. Their plan was on the second. The thing idea before them. How they can do 100 million. They say, hey, their plan has scattered. That's the people Ghana since they fall back. Okay, he came back on that Tuesday. Now, you can do. Your change will never be changed. The change of Satan will never be changed. What will you tell my Johnson? That Tuesday, that second dog, did he declare it? People are not reasoning, people are not thinking. I don't know how people read it. You see something before you, kuro. Gineso. An agent, I challenge Elias on several occasions. Mr. Man, you have been giving us 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. One day, I received he sent an account to Biafra. Get that now, and saying debunk or something in social media. That is not everything that is what the body. If our PM is not fighting DOS with evidence and debunking some facts, our PM, if there is when I very good at school here. One we don't challenge Ogen Kerry. Biafrans are calling you. Come and host a program for question and answering. Girlfriend, you think that girlfriends are fools? Girlfriends are woundish. then this who professor, doctor, and a entity, and even you guys, a moron, a criminal, these guys, they want to use these guys to destroy everything Biafra. Because listen, when our PM 2021, I was telling my uncle about PM. He said he had been following my but when he was arrested, okay, that was 2022. When he was arrested, that he doesn't know what is happening. Everywhere scattered. Marcia, no, this person now is the person that is in charge. We are following him. He collected his full name and his hair handle. This I never knew, but his manager told me this man went to Google to check about PM. Check everything, and when he checked it, the next time I met him, he said, "My brother is a good one. That this guy, he has checked his record. He has not even the one that matters him most is that he has not even violated any rules of packing. He has not even. He doesn't have any record, any bad record on him. That that he will support. That was how this man started supporting. Now you ask me, when you present Oge to the world, even if you carry Oge go US, Gaga meet in the parliament, and ask for meeting, they will first go check your record to see the kind of person who will criminal couldn't with a lie. Biafra, not about Biafra. These people following this criminal, not about Biafra. An ex-convict, that was your leader, Chukwu Aju. Is that how wretched Biafra is turning to? Eh? And people are sheepishly following him. An ex-convict. You know that Biafra cause is a delicate cause. So delicate to have a criminal or anybody that have a single death. When that day I was following this thing, when the Biafra was really declared, I was following the Bishop 555. You know what this criminal came on board? Immediately they went on break. He went live. Biafra said, we have finally declared it today. Thank God we have declared it. He said, Biafra is a spirit. Biafra, you see now that the person, Master did not declare Biafra. PM is not here to declare Biafra. Now, God choose a clean person that declare Biafra. It is Professor Okoma. Is it Professor Okoma or what? I declared the Biafra. I was in a comment section. I said, what are you saying? You are there. You don't know who declared Biafra. That man read the grievances. And you are saying is a Professor Okoma. This is when Biafra is so special. Anybody that have debt, if you have debt, you don't have to declare it. That people are saying that is Ngozi Orabeze. Ngozi Orabeze has some debt that she can't declare it. Biafra is very clear. That's why Professor Koma declared it. Onye no kwadi on ground. Then what brought about this issue of Onye declared Biafra? That moment, immediately they go on break. I was following live. Immediately they go on break. This man went on this thing, trying to turn the brain of Biafrans. But at the end, the truth is still unveiled. This is them. There is something Matthew Go said last time when the government paid for the medias. Matthew Go, he came to challenge you last time. I was asking him, why can't you open up, tell Biafran that it is not Matthew Go that tell you that the Biafran government is paying for media people? You can, okay, he told you that he went and collect your money back. Then you forget to come and tell him that, oh, Matthew Go, thank you very much for the information. I've gotten my money back. Then he asked you said you forgot. This is how they roll. You said you forgot. How can you forget? What you don't know, someone tell you and you went and succeed. You need to report the person back. Hey, well, my brother, I have done that, I have gotten it. But you said to forget it. Even the so-called man now, I myself, I noticed when that criminal Ababio brother, Etiabat was recognizing everybody. Adedorama was there. He has to recognize Adedorama. But he didn't. This is when they are cooking. Now, finally, Adedorama has turned 360 and joined them again. Also with Emmanuel Oremijus. He has been on the, I pity him because he has been on the run. The bad thing that will happen to you is that when your enemy is after you, you run into your enemy's house. Sorry. You are seeing vision. You saw vision that our PM is a lion in the spirit. Those after him are Jakayas and hyenas. Now, Master Nandekalu said, when women join in this struggle, you know that Biafra is here. Please, my fellow Biafrans, when Master Nandekalu made this statement, is there no women in that struggle that time? People don't use their brain. There are women in that struggle, but that is what he said. He means something. When women join in this struggle, you know that Biafra is here. At the end of the day, women have as the Group 21, which is the prophecy of Master Nandekano, come to reality. And then if people, and I think if not woman, will we be here today? If not woman, we will be here today, be fighting this struggle. Oh, generation the prophecy are there on the right direction. You guys are jubilating that the Master Nandekano, all he has said have come to pass. Well, is he really a prophet? Is a prophet? Then you still stand. You still stand to fight against that prophecy. Hey, anybody fighting grace, get ready to be disgraced. My fellow Biafrans, at this moment, let me allow other people to speak. I have to urge us to support our freedom, support the government. This is not the time of This is not the time of social media. ABMA, like I said before. When you need to learn lessons. Our PM said, before he came into this, he went back to study why Biafra lost the war and why we are still being subjugated and why our people that come on board to fight, why they failed. He studied it before he came. And now our DPM have seen the same thing our PM passed through. Because when they are saying, anywhere something happened, our PM will claim. Anywhere something happened, our PM will claim. They use it to fight against him. My EPM, Tuale, Nora Biafra, we are with you, we're strongly behind you. Carry us the go. Biafra is a mother. Biafra is a mother. And the mother is driving a mother car. We are heading to take us our home. Durani naga, DPM Durani naga. Durani naga, DPM Durani naga. Ani bosisi na mi puroma Durani naga. Ani bosisi na mi puroma Durani naga. Ever! Ayid.
Wow. Wow, we really enjoyed this one. Thank you so much. Why don't you come out like this now? We need men of our voice like this. We need men of our voice like this. Thank you so much, brother. You really made everything. Thank you so much. I don't know if my two co-hosts are around. If not, I will go to Simon's song. You can hear me, go ahead. Thank you. Simon son, MNK son. Please, can anyone hear me?
Yeah, you're being heard. You're being heard, Drake. If someone's son is not close to his mic, Rose, do you have anything to add to what our brother Triple M said? Triple M2 said. Rose, you're not close to your mic too.
Okay, Simon is like it seems to be a call. Is my space under attack or what? Can you guys hear me?
You're coming out loudly, Drake. Are you hearing me? Drake. Drake, are you hearing me?
Yes. I can see your hand. Simon, friends, I can see your hand.
Are you hearing me?
Yes. I can hear you now. I think I can hear you.
Okay. Go ahead. Hold on the space because I have a call. Let me attend to the call. I will come back now. I'm not going out from the space. I'm still here.
All right. Thank you. My people, let's come up on mic. I think I saw one of our brother here, Reverend something. I think I'll drop. Yes. My people, we can not be a listener. They can also come up and put out on what we are discussing. The reason why I brought up this issue of self-defense is that when a bill was passed for this self-defense, the criminals were crying that why should our DPM put that bill for self-defense? All of them were jumping out from where they were being tied up, shouting why we should declare it. Adanduch was shouting, why we should pass that bill for self-defense. Does she want our people to be killed? And today, what is happening? Is our people not being killed? All these things that is happening, I wonder, when will our people begin to have brain? When will you have sense? When will you learn? The same format of US, the same format this idiot are using, the same format. You all fools are still following the footsteps of this idiot, this moron. Now we don't happen now. So the idiot say he's with the military now. Let the military go and defend the people that they are calling now. Because after all, they say that nobody should defend themselves. So let their men on ground start defending the people now. Why is everywhere quiet? See this idiot. And I'm just praying to people to get for one thing. Let them continue fooling themselves like this. Let their foolishness just continue. I'm just praying that our DPN should just focus on whatever she's doing. Allow us to handle this idiot since they don't want to have sense. Tomorrow you see that person will drop out from where they tie him and start coming to come and use this struggle as a career. Imagine. Sometimes I wonder where most of our people are from. Is it that this colonization is getting them into, it is getting out of hand, That these criminals are using the same pattern, yet you can't decode it. You know? Every day they are using the same pattern to slaughter you. You can't decode it. And then when our DPM will come out to say something, they will all jump out. They all jump out to use it to do propaganda blackmailing because they have nothing to offer. Nothing. Idiots them. Only to go and snap picture and post. You choose. Idiot. Look at all of their faces. Faces of failures and criminals. You know? All of them, look at their faces from A to Z. They look like, all of them look like failures and criminals. They are. Let them call. I'm waiting why they are still quiet. Maybe they are now preaching for self-defense. All of them are now preaching for self-defense.
Drake.
You see, criminal and so these people are worse than Musa. They are just worse than Musa. No wonder Musa is now quiet. You know? Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. I just came back now, so I wouldn't know if you have called me earlier on. I left my phone in my office and went out.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I've both spoken today because I have not been with my airport. I said, sorry. 126. Okay, hold on. The route number key is 126.
Okay, while we are waiting for our brother Rose, Google Global, you are back up, please.
Okay. All right. The same people who the same people who went as far as Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For that same preaching that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu preached over, should I say, 7 or 6 years ago, is now staring before us. That same self-defense is now staring before us. And the same people who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya is now preaching for that self-defense, for you to say that Nigeria is a very confused country indeed. Very confused people. The same director of DSSS has no right to come and preach for this self-defense. Before he can preach such, let him release Nnamdi Kanu, which I know they can never do. Let him release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are animals that are ruling you people. You think that they are human beings ruling you? You think that they're human beings? You think these people that are ruling you are humans? They are animals. Animals are even better off than them. These people are demon incarnate, as in they are Satan. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu preached for this self-defense. They said it was a crime. Buhari came in and turned everywhere in Nigeria to be a mess. Today, they are following that template of Buhari. Up to today that we are speaking, Tinubu is following that template. Now, Fulani is now going on rampage, killing people, destroying lives and property. Now, the same director of DSSS that is holding our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is coming out and saying, hey, defend yourself. Can you see how stupid and how abnormal these people is? When our prime minister keeps telling us that Nigeria is a dangerous diversity, we will say, oh, no, it's because he's an evil man. It's because people are listening to him. It's because he is trying to make money. It's because he wants to get fame. It's because he wants to be politically known all over the world so that the people will say, yeah, he's a politician. It's because he's hungry. He can no longer feed his child and he wants to use us to start making money. Can you see how stupid most of you is? Today you are calling on that same Simon Ekpa, asking us when is he coming back. Nnamdi Kanu is now a god. The same Nnamdi Kanu now is now an angel. Nnamdi Kanu is more better now than Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is a vampire. But these people were preaching to us the same thing. They never deviated from what Simon Ekpa did not come and say, oh, any Biafran that you see on the road, kill him. No, he never said that. Defend Biafran land from these Fulani headers. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taught us how demonic and how dangerous these people are. Today you think it's all about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You think it's all about Mazi Simon. Defend yourself now. When you defend yourself, stop asking questions. The same people that tell you, oh, you have to defend yourself. This same director of DSSF that said this thing, let him see you with fire, even knife, trying to protect yourself from any Fulani headers. You'll be sentenced to death.
Let me send the sentence this man to death. Bad family with you. Because for Fulani to death. These criminals.
The same person, if he sees you with jackknives, those small knives, they will sentence you to death. Not even to prison. Sentence you to death. This is how corrupt, how bad, how notorious Nigerian government is. And we're not scared of telling them because this is who they are. If Nigeria was better, Drake will not be here. Sir Williams will not be here. Simon will not be here. Rose will not be here. Google 247 will not be here. Triple M will not be here. All of us are not going to be here. Even though we gather here, we'll be talking about how Nigeria has been favored. Nigeria is a very dangerous diversity. Dangerous one indeed. So it's not working for anybody. So we should not come here and say, oh, let's just manage our work because we are not going to manage our work because our people are dying. They've killed our loved ones. They have raped and destroyed lives and property. And we can no longer keep quiet and sugarcoat words. These people are animals, vampires. This is who they are. Nigeria is an evil forest. Evil. Evil. If you want to know the definition of evil, come to Nigeria. And you see what they're doing with human lives. They don't care. They shoot aside at any given time. They kill you without any remorse. Today, this director of DSSS is preaching, oh, go and carry gun and defend yourself. Carry weapon and defend yourself. Defend yourself by any means necessary. And when they see you with any sharp object, they arrest you. The same people know. And they will call your family that has not even eaten 3 square meals to bring 1,800,000 for your bill. If not, they will kill you and go and sell your organ. This is exactly typical Nigeria for you. Typical Nigeria. Today, the same thing that Nnamdi Kanu was preaching. Self-defense yourself. Self-defense yourself. Defend yourself. These people are coming. They are coming. They rushed to Kenya to kidnapping. The same man that kidnapped him, the same people, the same group of cabals that kidnapped him is coming to tell you to defend yourself. Is that going to work? Can you see how animalistic and how eccentric these people can be when they are speaking? They talk from both sides of their mouths. And these are the people you call credible people. These are people without no shame. These are shameless people. Today, the director of DSSS is coming to tell you to defend yourself. Can you imagine coming from such a person? But carry arms now to defend yourself. They look at Sunday Jackson. A man that was in his own farm, it's not that as if he went to another farm. His own, my own property. And saw Fulani eating up his crops there. The guy asked him, why are you in my farm? The Fulani drew his sword and almost stabbed this Sunday Jackson to death. This guy collected the knife and stabbed him. Stabbed the Fulani. Unaliving him. Today, that man is sitting in prison for self-defense and death on death sentence. He's on death row as we speak. This is the kind of country that the world wants us to come together to come and believe in. This is what UN is preaching, that we should live together. I mean, when these people are just doing this, their nonsense, they think the world is not taking record. And the world is taking record. But who is going to act? Who is going to act? Eco Fire, Eco Nigeria. Their cup is filled up already. It will soon overflow. You see, Nigerian cup, it has filled up. And they have entered one big trap that they can never step out of. I'm telling you guys the truth. Go and check it everywhere. This Simon Ekpa's case will destroy Nigeria completely. Simon Ekpa said to you, and that is what we are going to be preaching, because very soon the whole thing will be out. Everything will be in public. I will be the end of Nigeria. I will be the end of Tinubu. And today is happening. And some of these social media animals, rats, and criminals. Oh, Simon Ekpa will die in prison. Simon Ekpa will die. Can you imagine somebody saying Nigerian government, the terrorist Nigerian government is the one arrested Simon Ekpa? And in life, I said, I think anyways, time will tell. Time will do what? Time will tell. Nigeria can never survive this thing that they did. They can never, because sometimes Nigeria will come and do their own and go scot-free, Nobody will question them, nobody will check me. But you see this one, you see this Simon Ekpa's case. My brother, you see the Simon case? This prime minister's case. I know. I think they don't even know what is coming. That's why they are looking for every evidence, anything to bring up, so that they can hold him down. You see, because the truth is that they don't even know what to do as it stands, because time is running out. Time is almost against them. What are they going to do? What are they going to present? Where are they going to source for evidence? Who are they going to? Because self-determination is not a crime; it's enshrined in UN Charter. So if they must tell us that our prime minister has committed a crime via Nigerians' documentation that was submitted, then it means that they have to go and change that in UN. They have to change that self-determination that, okay, it is only the white people that self-determination is preached for. It's only in the white country that self-determination is allowed. It's only in the Western world that self-determination is legal. That is not legal in African countries, most especially in Nigeria. And that is where Simon never can go to jail. But as long as it's not, then Nigeria is in for a big shit. And I'm telling you from the deep down my heart, up to today, they have not found that prime minister, that man that ended Nigeria, that man that ended Sunubu from entering Biafra. They've not found him guilty. So is this in this less than some months, some weeks, that they're going to find him guilty? Hell no. Ain't going to happen. And this is where we have found ourselves today. And this is what Nigeria has become today. If Nigeria was working, I am not going to be here. You can imagine when we come and Lord himself over 200 million people, destroy lives and property without any remarks. But Wike's son is in London here. Wike's son is in London, graduated from Queen Mary's University some months ago. The same man destroying Nigeria. Use their corrupt money to train their children abroad. You people are there clapping for them. Oh, Wike is crying. Tinubu's children, all of them abroad. So Tinubu flies private jets. Any kind of private jet, you will enter and go to wherever. Can you people afford it? You people that cannot eat 3 square meals. I eat 2 square meals a day because I don't want to eat 3 square meals. But can you even eat what you want for yourself? Can you? Sick people in the head, sick. And I think somebody said something, and let me try to recap on what that person said. That he has been in Nigeria. The moment he stepped out of Nigeria, he started having a rethink about this government. And that is what will happen to every one of you. Let them open one country airport and say, seaport, and say, okay, Nigerians, come in and see what your government is denying you of. To God, all of you will go back and this one which show that is doing is just a child's play. All of you will march to Aso Rock and remove everybody there. If it means that 2,000 will die for every other person to survive, everybody will do it. They subjugated you in abject poverty, blindfolded you, make you to feel that going to church. Sorry, excuse me.
Okay, all right. While we are waiting for Rose to return, Ugu Global, can I know Danny room now? I will find out for now.
Cannot your mic. We could just give you like 1 more minute here. So now, but I'm going to join you because of Okay. Let me hold on for you. I can hold on. No worries.
So hold on. The first time was a karaoke. I had a mother along here. I'm not hiding a very call. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. I greet to all Genuvian fans all over the world. I greet Greg Williams, Simon E. Prince. I greet Jose, Triple M, Simon Son, Ibuke, Benchos, Truth TV, Amuche, Udo. Would they miss your Udo? Try to know what to do. champion, Biafran champion Buffalo, Adozo, we go 247. The man that respected, honored, and money. I greet you once again. Biafran first love. John representative. Okay, bye. On your team, and the best. Go to I greet you, Mama Gideon, I greet you, ABSO, I greet you, USB, I greet you, Andrew, I greet you, Michael, DC, I greet you, Eddie Funky, I greet you, August Funky, I greet you, Mary, Enka, I greet you, Kesselika, I greet you, Kaboom, I greet you, Mata, Jionfo, I greet you, Chibo, I greet you, Anto, I greet you, Jafar, I greet you, the Kenneth, I greet you,